Hello and welcome to Planting the Geeks. You join us today for an unboxing of the Lord Celestant.
Celestant.
Every time.
Every time.
Celestant. Lord Cecil. There he is. And the Liberators. There they are. Haven't decided I'm going to do them yet, but we're going to start with pulling this guy.
Cecil.
Right, so Cecil's coming out first. So this is Cecil on foot as opposed to Cecil on dragon. Thing.
Dragon Lich.
Dragon Lich. I'll just show you the box art while we're waiting for Claire to open that. This is obviously the new Warhammer box art, which is very much like the End Times, because this white background and we have this black border here with Warhammer Age of Sigmar on. And with the other side, showing you some of the weapon options. So we have swords, we have paired swords, we have great swords, we have warhammers, paired warhammers, and we've got shields in there as well. So you can just build them like the ones in the box if you wish, which would be obviously these ones here. So 1 in 5 guys can have one of these big weapons, so we're definitely going to have one of them. And then also gives you the suggested colours on the back there. So yeah, the box art's quite catching actually.
Keep talking about box art because I'm trouble getting in
I know, I'm trying to kill time.
Look at the white of the box art, isn't it lovely?
I've kind of done that already.
Oh, look at the black on the box art.
Yeah, there's the edge.
The edge.
E.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
So what's the weather like where you are? It's quite sunny here at the moment, and
Merry Christmas, everyone.
yeah, it will be by the time we've done this. Right, come on Claire, you can do it, you can do it. I need to put a little timer on here somewhere.
You do.
I can figure it out, put a timer up.
6 years later.
Huzzah!
There we go.
There's the spray.
You got the spray, but you've no instructions.
It should be alright. So there we go. So we've got the hammer cloak, hammer, sword, leg, and we've got the other side. There we go. Should
No,
be
you've got the
straightforward.
instructions.
Well done.
Games Workshop, can you make them easier to get into, please?
There's no need, Games Workshop. There's no need.
You're upsetting me.
Well, I'm not happy either then. So there's the instructions, put them together. Part 1 to 2 to 3, and then the other side 5 and a 4. Done. Shouldn't really be a problem.
Okay.
And we have a Terminator size base. Part 6. Hammer.
So what do you need first? Part 1? 1, 2, 3?
Oh look, scan QR code for War Scroll. That's cool. You scan that in to get the War Scroll.
That's handy.
Yeah. I mean, the War Scroll for that is in White Dwarf. It's also in the Age of Sigmar book, which there should be a quick first look of that book. I say quick, it was about an hour long video. First look video to that book, and the War Scroll's in that as well. So if you're going to get that book, you can get the War Scroll anyway. But obviously it's nice to have the option of a downloadable version.
There you go.
Okay, so this is the first part.
That's part 1.
Part 1. That's a pretty cool sword.
It is actually. It's well detailed.
Reminds me of the Dark Angel swords.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Sorry, I got paint on my hand. I've been painting. I'm painting the Age of Sigmar models,
Yeah. I'm painting.
which I will do a showcase of when I've done.
Yeah, I'm painting the Chaos Lord at the moment and his little hound. It's taking me a while to do. Unlike yours. Spray gold.
Spray gold.
Throw a bit of paint on. Ta-da!
Taking one as well. So that's part 2. So foot, shin pad there, leg, and head. So these two bits will just go together. So I'll clean that up and then I'll stick them together. Okay, so that's the first 2 parts together. And then we have the leg that goes on. This is part 3. This actually goes on this front bit there. like that. So this plank's sticking on its base. Okay, so here's the back part. So that just fits on. See like that, where the head goes. That fits onto the back bit there. And then we have the front part, which is this bit here, which will just slide over the front bit. So I'll put those two bits on, which brings us here. And then finally, his hammer, which will go on there. Like so. And there he is, he's done.
Cool.
It's a very cool model.
It is a cool model.
It is.
Yeah.
It's going to need some filling along the shoulder pad there.
One thing I will say about the cloak is it's a bit brittle. So when you're snipping it off from the sprue, just be really careful.
Yeah, it's going to need some filling there. But yeah, these bits are really...
Yeah. They're quite...
pingy.
Pingy, yeah.
Yeah.
And the hammers are all held by the sprue, unfortunately.
Oh, right. So you had to cut them all off.
Yeah.
You did a good job of it then. Cool. So, there he is. One last focus. There we go.
So, what's next?
What's next? We should move on to the box.
Box.
Here it is. So the box art, I'm not going to go through it again, don't worry. Just get it open. Find out what's inside.
I like the fact that you get the nice, easy one, where I have to get myself into that.
Yeah, well, you're a capable female and I'm a feeble male, so there we go.
Don't use that one on me.
What? Yeah, there we go.
More transfers.
So what do we got? We got the book.
Oh, it's not in
I
colour.
know, that's disappointing. Got some transfers, just like in the box set. The same, aren't they?
I think so, yeah.
Don't know where the others have gone.
They'll be in your box somewhere.
So we got comets, moons, stars, some sort of 4-pointed star, and lightning bolts. We have same-sized bases. And then we have sprues. So there is sprue number 1.
It's all nicely ordered and set
Quite
out.
neat, isn't
It is
it?
actually.
There's the shoulder pads. So they come separate, so no mould lines down the middle, which is great. Unlike the ones that I had to file down ridiculously.
Yeah.
And then green stuff. That's better. So now even more like Space Marines. Cool. No, that's a change I approve of. And we've got the heads there. I don't know if there's multiple heads. We'll find out when we've stuck it all together. But there's the great sword. It's pretty awesome. These swords are pretty awesome. And the lightning bolts.
Yeah.
Then we have sprue number 2.
That's got your hammers and your...
So we've got shields. We've got the other swords. Jaggedy looking. They're like lightning
They're
bolts as well,
nasty,
aren't they?
those things. They look really nasty.
That's cool. And then we've got hammers galore. And I probably missed the big hammer on the other sprue. I did, so I can see it now. It's there, it was right next to the sword all along. So, we have the instruction book. So with paired blades, with warblade and sigmarite shields, with war hammers paired, or with sigmarite shields and hammers. So that's like we've already got them in the box. That one's straight out. That's tempting because they look like warrior priests.
Yeah.
They do like the big war hammer, and hammers is the theme, so that's tempting. The blades are different, and the pair of blades are cool as well. Love the great sword. And we've got shields and swords. So we've got to decide now which one we're doing. Okay, so we've decided we're going to go with paired hammers and one with a big war hammer, grand hammer. So we start with part 1, which is 1, 3 and 25 to make the legs for this guy. And then we need parts 14 and 13, much like a Space Marine, 2-part body. They go together on top to make the first set of legs. Then that goes on a base. Then we have parts 26, 5 and 4. And again 13 and 14, same. Then they go on a base. Then we have parts 27, again a dagger. Part 6, part 7, part 14 and 13, they go together there to make a base. And then we have part 8, 28 and 9, parts 13 and 14 again. 29, 10 and 12 with 11. And then 13 and 14 to go on the base. So we should end up with 5 legs and bodies basically. So we're going to put them together because they're pretty straightforward. If there's any problems, we will get back to you before that. But other than that, I'll see you when I've done 5 of them. Okay, so we've done the bodies. There's an example of one. So they went together really easily actually. It is much like putting Space Marines together, to be fair. Same sort of, feels like the same sort of kit. The knives are not optional unless you want to green stuff the holes where the knives are meant to go. Not that it matters, just a point. And that's it really, there's nothing else to note. Right, so next we have interchangeable parts. So the arms are interchangeable. Weapons are interchangeable, whether you're doing like paired swords or paired hammers. We have these little motifs here that go on the back. Which reminds me, because I just wanted to say that these are feel a bit more detailed than the ones you get in the box set. To me, because they are multi-part kits, I just feel like there's more going on in them. And the ones you get in the initial box set don't even have these bits on at the back.
No, they don't.
But these go on the back of these guys. And then we have 10 heads to choose from. And those are obviously the shields if you want to use shields. But the heads, again, we've got these spiky halo type things going on. So, we're going to do paired hammers. So, we're going to just grab some arms basically. So we can use any of these paired arms. So in this example we have 30 and 17. But obviously you can pick any of them. So you can have 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 on one side and then 30, 31, 32, 33 or 34 on the other side. So we're going to just pick some of these arms, stick them on, and then just pick some of the hammers, stick them on. And then we'll be back with you once we're at this stage with the four normal guys.
So before you go anywhere, just to note that number 30 has like a little lightning bolt symbol on it.
All right.
On the gauntlet bit.
Right.
And some of the others don't.
Is there a matching one for the other side?
I think 16 has one on, and so does 19.
So you can match it up, perhaps use that for the Liberator Prime.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it's.
But this one says 13, 17, doesn't it? This is the Liberator Prime.
Yeah. Yeah, 17 doesn't have one on. But like you say, you can use interchangeable arms and.
Yeah. And then again, it lets you use any option you want. We'll use the little lightning bolts on the Prime then, because it has this little optional symbol, little 3 shield symbol.
Okay.
So we will get to this stage with the Prime, and then it's just a case of putting the shoulder pads and everything on. But we'll get to this stage first. So I've got 2 arms and 2 hammers on the Liberator Prime body. Of a note, it does have 22 there and 22 there in the instructions, which is obviously wrong because 22 is this right hand. There is no left hand 22, so it's obviously just a misprint for some reason. Moving on, we have 2 Liberator Prime heads to choose from. We've got 77 and 71. And then we have this lion type face shoulder pad, which goes on there, which isn't numbered for some reason.
I would assume it's number 78.
It's 78.
That looks like it there.
Yeah, it does, but there's no number on the instructions for it. But it's that one there, so I think you're right with 78.
Oh, hang on. What's that? Oh, that's something
That's
else.
the other side.
Right, I'll go with 78.
Yeah. And then we've got, as I said, we've got 2 heads to choose from, 77 or 71. I don't know what difference do they look like, those two?
So,
Other than the plume going in a different direction. I think one's got more lightning bolty bits on his head. Or longer lightning bolts.
one looks a bit more solemn than the other one.
Alright, we got them.
Yeah, those two there. I think, like you say, the plumes just go in different directions.
So is that 77?
I think so.
And that's 71. That's big actually, there's not much.
I don't think there's any difference
Pretty
other than, like you
expressionless.
say, the plumes going the other way.
I don't know. Sure, the one that's got the plume going to the left. 71 is it? His left.
His left.
His left, just
Right.
Depends on which way he stood. That's the lion shoulder pad. That.
There you go.
There we go. So, and next we need part 82, which is the other shoulder pad. Yeah, whoa. There's 2 82s here, so something's been named wrong again.
Okay.
We got our heads down. Reposition that, that's it. So we've got a shoulder pad that says 82, and then we've got the back part that says 82, so they can't both be 82.
Well, the back part's 82. I'll have to have a look for the shoulder pad.
Right. I think it's a standard shoulder pad.
It's,
Looks the same as the other ones.
how many shoulder pads should we have?
There's going to be 5 guys. There's going to be 5 ones with hammers, lightning bolts on.
So that's those 5, isn't it?
So we've got 5 with the hammers on, 5 plain ones. If you want to just make 5 normal Liberators. And that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it'll just be one of those with the hammers on.
Right.
So it doesn't really matter which one. I think they're all pretty similar. I'm saying that one looks slightly different. Love that one.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does actually.
Yeah. So yeah, confused there, but never mind.
Confused.com.
But it does have a little optional symbol next to that one, so that's why there's no number there, but there's then have 82 printed next to it for some bizarre reason based onto itself. And then we have 82 printed there as well, but I suppose that can be any of the little back pieces you want, because it's got the optional symbol next to that as well. But at least one of them is 82.
Yeah, found it before.
Okay. So see the shoulder pads. The last thing to go on is that little purity seal, is it? I don't know what you call it. It's like an overgrown purity seal, really.
Overgrown purity seal.
That's what it looks like. You can have any of these, but we'll go with 82. If that's the one you've picked off.
Yeah.
Cool.
I wonder if they get told off for not pruning them.
There you go. So you got this. What is this? Like a big purity seal.
It reminds me very similar of a lizard man, kind of.
Oh yeah, like Aztec
Yeah.
type of.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry,
got-
Seraphon, I should say. Seraphon. Sorry.
Lizard man, what do you speak of? I've never heard of this. Do you speak of the old tongue?
Yeah.
This is a bit weird.
Does it not go on?
It does. It's just I expected it would.
Click into place or something.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of. I think they might be optional. We'll put them on these guys because they've got two-handed weapons instead of.
You want them to be push.
They look a bit different then. But that's the Liberator Prime. So we're just gonna move on to. We'll do the guy with the Grand Hammer.
Okay.
So you need 61 and 62, which I believe is the hammer itself attached to an arm.
Yeah.
By the looks of that. And those two bits just make up a hammer. So I'll just pick a body and attach that to it. So there is the giant hammer, which looks amazing. It's really cool. It was a little bit bent on the sprue. I had to bend it back into position. You see where it's been bent maybe there, just above the hand. The other thing is, you can't just stick this on anybody because at least two of the bodies I've tried, the dagger got in the way, the dagger handle. So just be aware of that when you put the daggers on if you're going to use the warhammer. I don't think the same will apply to the sword because of the sort of position that it's in, but the warhammer definitely, because some of the daggers are on this side and they sort of like this one. I tried it on that one first and it collides with the handle, so it won't go on there. So you have to put it on one where the dagger's on that side. Okay, so we shall put on his arm plate, which apparently is 60, and then one of the ones with the hammers and lightning bolts on. And then we need to put on a head, so we'll choose a head and a back piece. So we'll do that and I'll be back with you. So there we go, that model is now complete. So now we need to do the three guys that just have melee weapons. So again, it's only arms you want, and then shoulder pads are just 60, and then one with a hammer on. Any heads you want, and then the remaining back parts. So I'm just going to go and stick them together. And I just want to say you do get the rules for these guys in here as well. It's like a very small battle scroll. But I'm going to stick the last ones together, and I shall be back with you. Okay, just a quick update. We were having a look through this, and it's these little things here I want to talk about. 81 is there on the sprue. There it is. 82 is now proudly on the back of this guy. And was that 83?
That was 83, I believe.
83 is proudly on the back of the Warhammer guy. Okay, so we've got 84 and 85. However, there's no number 84 and 85 on the back of this sprue. You can see that there. And there's no number 84 or 85 on the back of that sprue. At all.
No, we've just spent the best part of 10 to 15 minutes
staring
looking at the sprues,
and looking,
willing them to be an 84 and 85.
So it's not only the numbers are wrong, those two pieces actually don't even exist.
They're nowhere on the sprues.
So you can't do 5 of them all with these little purity seal things on. So I'm just going to leave the 2 I've already done and the others are just not going to have them. But that's a bit crap. Sorry Games Workshop, it is, because if you want a full 5 of them to have them, it's not there. Why are you putting things in your book which are not on the sprues? And if you can see them, viewers, please point them out to us, because we have literally stared at this for ages, because normally when you miss something you hunt for it for ages. So we've got arms, we've got pads, we've got heads, more arms, sword, heads, swords, heads. Then we got shields, swords, arms, hammers, head, Liberator shield, which is quite cool. And then one of these guys left. I don't know where it is.
And we've looked in the box, there's nothing there.
Yes, there's nothing. Well, you saw us tip the box out at the beginning of the video. There was nothing else fell out.
Nope.
So that's a bit weird. So, the mystery of the missing, whatever the hell they're meant to be, pure sealed, we're going to call them, deepens. So these two don't actually even exist on the sprue, and the numbers don't exist either. So,
good going, Games Workshop.
yeah, thanks for inventing pieces that don't exist. great stuff.
Why don't you check your rules, your instructions? We do this every time.
Yeah, but this is the first time the pieces actually don't even exist. They're just inventing. How did they get the CAD pictures from then? These are obviously CAD file pictures. Well, oh well, okay. Well, we'll put the rest of these together. There's enough whinging done there. And we'll see you in a minute. Okay, so there's the full unit with paired hammers and with a huge great hammer. And there's the Lord. There he is in the corner. So those are the new models this week for Age of Sigmar. What do you think of them, Claire?
They look really cool, actually. A nice kit, apart from the missing bits.
Yeah, I think in its favour, I think these are better detailed than the ones that are actually in the box. There's more options, obviously, which is good. We don't have the gaps, when you stick them together, are not on the shoulder pads, so they look better, look smoother. There's not as many the filler I need to do on these. I do need to fill this guy, because again, his gap is along the shoulder pads. But on these models, they're probably better than the boxed ones. The boxed ones are cool, and you're getting pretty much a good discount and a lot of models in that box set. It's definitely worth the money, the box set. This guy's pretty expensive though on his own for a single model, but he is cool. I like them overall. I'm a bit miffed that, I mean, we've had plenty of times when we've been through on Pantheon of the Geeks, we've been through the actual books and we found spelling mistakes. In a way, it's a little bit of a game for us to find those spelling not spelling mistakes, but actually misnumbered.
Yeah, numbers that are missing or they're the wrong way round or whatever.
But it's the first time, at least I can remember, even anything we've opened on the video or anything I've ever opened where there's actually been parts which are on the book and not on a sprue. I've had bits where there's bits missing out of a box because they're separate parts anyway. Like once in the olden days, I bought a a whirlwind when it had a metal turret, and it was missing the metal turret, so I was basically just a rhino in a box. But that's because the metal parts were in a separate blister pack, and the blister packs have been forgotten out of the boxes. I mean, that wasn't a problem. I took it back and got it swapped. But to actually miss a bit off a sprue, not even like it's missing off a sprue, it was never on the sprue in the first place.
And not to have anything in to say, please ignore parts 84 and 85 because they're non-existent or anything.
That's really weird. It's like the mystery of what happened to the weird purity seal thing.
Yeah.
Because I was going to put one on each, but it's not a big deal because of the parts they're extras, really. But it would have been nice to have a full squad with them on. That would just make them different from the ones with the shields.
Yeah, for me it's getting to be a bit of an annoyance now that they're not proofreading their instructions.
Yeah. They're rushing them out, like you said.
They are. It's like, let's bang them out because we've got to get them out for next week. I mean, it's all well and good, but if you're in a business and Games Workshop is a business, it's not good customer service or satisfaction to have guidelines that are just incorrect.
When it's
shoddy.
Well, yeah, it's shoddy. When it's on a multi-part kit like this, it doesn't usually matter that much. But when you get a big model like Nagash, if that was all over the place, you're like, where the hell goes where?
Yeah.
And it is a bit shoddy to do that, and obviously miss bits completely off the sprue that were never on the sprue in the first place. I mean, that's the first time I can remember it ever happening. If anyone else knows of a time when it's happened, please put it in the comments. It's the first time I ever remember that's happened. And I hope it's not a sign of things to come, but we're just going to rush Age of Sigmar out, and then we're going to have ones coming out next week which are meant to have hammers and swords and axes, and we don't get any axes at all in the box, even though they're printed in the book as put these parts on. They don't even exist.
Yeah.
We've got these mythical parts we've got to make up. I don't like the sound of that.
No.
In fact, I don't think any miniature company I've ever bought something from has ever not had some on a sprue it said is there. I've had other ones which have been mislabelled but never non-existent. And like I said, we've cleaned everything off the sprues now. That's what's left on. Some heads, some swords. There's certainly no purity what sits on there. If that's, I don't even know what they're called, these things. That's what I keep on purity.
There's that one there.
There's the one on there that we haven't used. But there should be two more. So, yeah.
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 I'm not impressed.
I'm not impressed by that. No, I like the models.
Models are awesome though.
And I'm liking them. Unfortunately, when I was putting them together, it suddenly dawned on me what they remind me of. Now we've got separate heads and stuff. That they actually remind me of Cybermen, and I have a fear of Cybermen. So, but going back to childhood.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just the little weird crown things over the heads.
Yeah, I see where you're going from there, yeah.
And then I think it was thinking back to the silver ones in the book as well.
Yes.
I was like, But yeah, I'll have to cope with that, I suppose. But
Grin and bear it.
Grin and bear it, yeah. But this guy's got a cool head. See that there? And it's got more like an Iron Halo effect above his head. So, we hope you've enjoyed this video. We've enjoyed making them again.
We have, yeah. It's been good.
It's been good, yeah. So please like and subscribe. It helps loads if you do.
Mm-hmm.
And please come back and see some stuff we do in the future. If you're new to us, we've got quite a lot of videos on this channel.
We have.
Feel free to go back and have a look through. And but it helps if you like, subscribe. We know we're doing the right thing then. Yeah, you like us. But bye for now.
Yep. Well, I hope to see you soon.
Hope to see you soon, and take care.
Bye.